na naman. Monday na naman. Monday na naman. Hello, Monday again. Ayan, para pelikula lang ano. How is everyone doing? So, it's Monday again. No? Ang bilis lang ng oras, ang bilis lang ng panahon, ang bilis lang ng weekend, ang bilis lang ng mga time na you get to spend time for yourself, for your family, and for the other things that are, important to you or what matter to you. So, kung paano mo siya sinasabi mo, it really has a huge impact sa'yo kasi it sets the tone. Diba? So, how do we really expecting Monday? So, para sa iyo, ano bang nararamdaman mo every Sunday ng gabi or Sunday ng hapon na alam mo, bukas ay Lunes na naman. Whether you're a working student or a student or working full-time or even yung may mga businesses na, no? Pero kalimitan talaga dito is makaka-relate yung may mga trabaho, lalo na sa BPO industry at napakadaming stress. No, na pwede mong ma-anticipate. Minsan sa mga atin kasi parang ayaw natin na dumating yung Monday, sana Friday afternoon na lang because Friday is the most awaited day of the week because we know na weekend is coming and we can finally rest. Yun naman talaga importante yung makapag-rest ka eh. So, most of the time talaga the reason why we are anxious and parang ayaw na natin dumating na Lunes na uli, it's because ayaw natin na matapos yung rest time natin, no? So, how do we deal with this? No? Paano pa natin gawing mas exciting yung Monday? So, this is what this podcast is for. If you're someone who's feeling anxious on a Sunday night or Sunday afternoon dahil alam mong Monday na naman, whether student ka o nagtatrabaho ka, this podcast is for you. In my personal experience noon talaga, siguro mga about a year ago, 2 years ago, there's just really one task na I really do not want every Monday kasi nangyayari talaga siya every Monday and I have to sit down and and find out paano ko siya magiging positive experience for me on a weekend kasi na-stress ako na instead of me resting on a weekend, especially Sunday afternoon, nangyayari na stress na ako because I keep on thinking about Monday and I can't even rest and sometimes I can't even sleep on a Sunday evening kasi ang trabaho ko is na graveyard shift. So, pag Saturday, tulog yan maghapon and then sa Saturday evening, natutulog na naman. Nagigising ako ng maaga. And then Sunday afternoon or sa the whole day of Sunday is just more on, performing my mommy duties, no? Yung mga dapat kong gawin sa bahay. And then pagdating na Sunday na gabi, hindi ako nakakatulog. So, I try my best, really doing my best to make it a habit na pag 10 o'clock ng Sunday, kailangan natutulog talaga ako hanggang Monday na umaga because need kong gumising ng umaga dahil pumapasok yung anak ko sa school. And so, what I do is that after a few hours, like 4 o'clock, gigising ako, work ako ng konti, sisilip lang ako ng konti, which is really a habit of mine dahil, syempre, may kailangan na i-monitor. Second is that I just spend a few hours awake on a Monday morning, help my kids sa kanyang preparation for school, prepare ng baon, naglinis ng konti ng bahay, read, and then listen to podcast, and then sleep na ako. Maghapon na yon. And then I wake up at around 4 p.m., 5 p.m., prepare food while working na. So, because marami kailangan gawin. But really, yun na talaga, nakasanayan ko na siyang gawin. And it's not something like, parang ginagapang ko siyang gawin or is it something like napipilitan akong gawin, but it's just really my schedule. I make it a point that that's something na I really wanted to do and that's something na I know that I have to do kasi importante siya. So you have to have that kind of plan at the same time proper mindset, setting the tone on a Monday, kung depende sa schedule mo. Sa akin kasi it's working parang hindi ako na-stress ng Monday unlike before because na-prepare ko na yung sarili ko and I created a habit, I created a time frame na kailangan talaga every weekend talaga, less lang talaga yung aking pagsilip at pag-open ng laptop, especially on a Sunday. I gave that Sunday to myself para sigurado ako na I'm productive on a Monday dahil may mga activities ako. So, meaning to say, I work on a schedule. My activities are all scheduled. Even personal activities are scheduled. It's because yun talaga yung life aid. You have to manage talaga your time. Pero while you're managing your time, which is not applicable all the time, you also have to manage your mindset, no? And this is how CBT works, no? Cognitive behavioral training or therapy, which I use in my coaching, yung CBT technique, kasi hindi lahat ng bagay nadadaan sa action plan. So most of the problems that we have really on a personal level is yung mindset talaga natin. And that's why CBT is effective. It's because it's helping us rewire our mind, our brain into something na na-create natin na negative belief. How do we make it a positive one? So talking about Monday, what are your expectations during Monday? No, is it something na okay, may war room na naman, oh busy ito, o maraming workload ito. So if yun yung na-associate mo sa Monday, then every Monday talaga yan ang mararamdaman mo, or even afternoon ng Sunday, yan talaga mararamdaman mo kasi that's how you describe your Monday. But I'm gonna ask you, what are your positive highlights on a Monday? And maybe start looking into that to make your Monday really something na you're looking forward to and excited, you know? So if iisipin mo, parang pa Friday, di ba? What if yung Friday gawin natin na pinaka busiest day of the week, which most of the time busy talaga ang Friday. Why? It's because tapos na yung linggo, marami tayong hinahabol, marami tayong preparation for the next week. Most of the time, yung mindset natin ng Friday is that it's a relaxed day. Parang konti na lang yung gagawin kasi 4 days na tayo talagang sobrang busy. What if baligtarin natin yun, no? That you're looking forward on a Friday because it has lesser, or you have lesser responsibility probably, or lesser task, or mas kukunti yung mga deadlines just because tapos mo na ng Thursday, right? So what if ganun din yung isipin mo about Monday? What if your mindset about Monday is similar to your mindset about Friday, which you are excited during the week, diba? So here's some tips that I can share with you, which is very effective para you will have a positive tawag nito experience, no? Especially na Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon, when you supposed to enjoy your time, the rest of your probably rest day or vacation, pero you're thinking about Monday, alright? So here's the tip number 1. Plan your Sunday evening. This doesn't mean that you have to plan about work. No, plan your Sunday evening kung paano ka magre-relax. Hindi mo ka sisilip sa laptop mo, hindi ka sisilip sa social media mo, or hindi ka sisilip sa cellphone mo, but something for yourself. I-prepare mo yung sarili mo physically, emotionally, mentally on a Sunday afternoon or evening bago ka matulog, and make sure that you're ready for tomorrow. Probably mag-meditation ka, mag 10,000 steps walk ka, or siguro mag-exercise ka on Sunday afternoon, which will really give you time para sa sarili mo. Kasi the moment that you feel like, oh, Monday na naman, parang kulang kasi yung pahinga mo, parang kulang kasi yung me time mo, parang kulang kasi yung oras mo for yourself and for the things that you love to do. So kung hindi mo pa na-accomplish lahat ng mga bagay na nagawa mo from Friday evening up until Saturday and Sunday, do that on a Sunday afternoon, no? Or simply, just sit there and, have a silent moment for yourself. So, hindi mo kinakailangan na mag-grab, and prepare yourself mentally na you're doing this is because you want to be ready. Okay? Hindi tayo dapat nagka-cramming ng Sunday. You have to learn to enjoy your weekend, especially Sunday afternoon, na instead na pagtatapusin mo yung weekend mo nang relax ka and excited ka, papaguring mo yung sarili mo kakaisip sa trabaho or kung ano man yung mga pwede mo or kailangan mong importanteng gawin ng ng Monday, at ngayon nape-pressure ka, diba? Second, plan your Monday morning routine. Ano ba yung Monday morning routine mo that you want to establish, no? And make it a habit na ma-associate mo na every Monday morning gagawin mo to para ma-excite ka. Let's say, for example, cooking your favorite breakfast, or probably start doing your meditation, or maybe mag-journaling ka, or maybe just have a coffee for 30 minutes and be silent there and just devote that 30 minutes to yourself and practice mindfulness, no? Anything that you can do to start your day on a Monday morning. Kung panggabi ka, you have this a lot of time. Kung pang-araw naman ng trabaho mo, then gising ka, start your day at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and spend 30 minutes for yourself. So the key there is that start your Monday morning with a positive activity and vibes. so that you can build your Monday with excitement. This will set the tone for you to look forward that this day is going to be a very exciting and positive day. Third, define your Monday highlights, no? Ano yung pinaka-favorite mong ma-accomplish or ginawa or ginagawa or gagawin on a Monday? The goal of this third step is for you to create something special sa 8-hour work mo on a Monday that you will look forward to because you're excited about it. Example, meet with a friend for a lunch or quick lunch, or maybe, go somewhere near your office, probably some mall, and have something for yourself there, probably mag-dessert ka doon or whatnot, or simply doing some task or project na excited ka na umpisan. Okay, para mas excited ka, para mas ma-look forward mo yung oras na yon. Kasi alam mo minsan kapag sobrang busy ka sa trabaho and you have something to look forward to, minsan naisip mo, parang ang bilis naman ng oras, no? Wala pa ako masyadong na-accomplish, busy-busy ko, pero patapos na pala yung araw. It's because you're too busy, no? Hindi ka nahahaluan ng anumang mga interruptions, especially emotionally and mentally during work, kasi work ka lang ng work. Sometimes I feel that, no? Or most often talaga ito nararamdaman ko during work. Kapag sobrang focus ako, minsan nakakalimutan ko mag-lunch, not because pinapabayaan ko yung sarili ko, but because na tawag nito na uubos yung oras ko sa mga ginagawa ko na na-accomplish ko yung mga checklist ko. Okay? Because I have my own tracker wherein meron dong tick on the box, and then it automatically creates a percentage of how much have I accomplished for the day, and I make sure that I stick to it. Lalayo ko yung phone ko sa akin, so yung medyo hindi ko parating nakikita kasi may mga notification dyan. I'll make sure that I have music, habang nag-work ako, or maybe simply na parang, or maybe yung just being silent lang, working, and then focus on the things that I do, kasi na-set na yung mind ko na itong gagawin ko sa araw na to, and so I have to accomplish this, and then I feel so productive pagdating ng end of days because lahat yan nagawa ko na. When I'm checking on my boxes, yung to-do list ko, which is the topic number 4 or the tip number 4, is that I feel so accomplished that this day is really a very productive day. At hindi lang siya applicable on a Monday, but even all throughout the week, para alam mo yon, mamimit mo yung target mo within that week. Okay? Fourth is create a realistic to-do list. Realistic. Okay? Hindi ito yung tipong naggawa ka lang ng, alam mo to, ng to-do list or must-do list mo just for the sake of lahat ng ideas mo nandun na. You have to focus on something na you really have to do on a Monday. Remember the time management quadrant. So, this is the first parang technique that I've learned for time management when I was starting sa aking trabaho. So, this is the time management quadrant, which means that you have a list of something important, and also you have a list of something urgent, you have a list of important but not urgent, and you have a list of urgent but not important. So you categorize those tasks na yon, and for a Monday, focus only those on your top of your list is yung important and urgent, yung hindi talaga pwedeng i-negotiate. Kailangan mo talaga siyang ma-accomplish on a particular timeline kasi importante yon. But there are also things na pwede mo i-negotiate, like yung mga deadline na yan. Kung sa tingin mo sobrang overwhelmed ka na at nagka-cramming ka na, nagsasuffer yung quality ng work mo is because you're beating the deadline, you can negotiate. Ask someone, is it okay? Hey, is it okay if I'll send this blah 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 because I need more time to do this and that? You negotiate. There's no wrong in negotiating to make sure that you're able to deliver a kind of report or probably analysis or probably a task na with quality naman. Okay? So, learn to negotiate. Hindi kailangan na absorb mo lahat ng deadline na to. Yes ka lang, yes. You also have to make sure na tatanungin mo yung sarili mo, kaya ko ba itong ma-accomplish on this particular timeline? Okay? So, that's how we manage yung mga stress na yan. Kaya tayo na-stress kasi feeling natin lahat ito is out of our control. And kakaroon tayo ng anxiousness and also yung self-esteem natin bumababa kasi we feel like we're not really a good performer. Kaya tuloy, naka-question natin yung sarili natin. Where in fact, we can actually be really good at what we do by just, helping yourself give more time so you can, prepare and also be able to deliver a quality report or probably task. Okay, so don't forget that set a realistic to do or must do list. Hindi lang simpleng lahat na lang na idea mo na gusto mong gawin on a particular day or gagawin mo lahat yung to do list mo on a Monday. So ma-overwhelm ka talaga. So think about, 3 or 4 important tasks that you have to accomplish on a Monday because it's urgent and it's important. And also, yung secondary yung something that is important where you can negotiate. Ayan, 'di ba? So that's tip number 4. Fifth tip, start with a positive self-talk. Pag sinabi mong, hi, Monday na naman. 'Di ba? Parang what's that energy for? Pag sinabi mo, oh, Monday na naman, oh my gosh, kakatapos ko lang ng ganito, it's Monday again. Do you feel excited about Monday when you say that it's Monday again in that way? Okay, pag sinabi mo, ay, naku na naman, Monday na naman, ano ba yan? Di pa ako tapos dito, blah, 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 Monday na naman. Okay, where is this coming from? You have to know where is this coming from. Dahil ba ito kulang ka sa pahinga, kulang ka sa tulog, kulang yung mga dapat mong gawin for yourself, for your family, or sa other personal activities mo. Kasi sometimes the reason why we become so obsessed with saying na parang, oh, it's Monday again, ano ba yan? It's because may kulang. Meron kang hindi nabigay sa sarili mo. And so ayaw mo munang matapos yung araw na yon or yung weekend na yan. Kaya sinasabi mo yon, no? And there's nothing wrong with that, but you just have to really learn to understand where you're coming from. Bakit ito'y nararamdaman mo every time Sunday afternoon na or Sunday evening na, nagkakaraming ka na, hindi ka na makatulog, na-stress ka na. What is it that you feel or what's making you feel that way on a Sunday afternoon? Identify para ma-address mo siya. When I was feeling that way before, it's because I was dreading on a particular task that I have to do on a Monday at wala ako choice. So I challenged myself. Para ma-overcome ko yan, inalam ko muna ano ba yung naging dahilan, ba't na-stress ako ng Monday? Dahil sa task na to. And why am I feeling about this task? Bakit ganito yung nararamdaman ko? Ba't na-anxious ako? Nininervyos ako? Bakit ayoko naman yung oras na yun? It's because wala akong confident na pwede ko siyang gawin, na kaya ko siyang gawin. And so, I started to learn how to, learn all those things that I need to do during the week para pagdating ng Monday, ready ako. And additionally, of course, hindi lamang yun how you say, oh, it's Monday again, but also the positive self-talk that you tell yourself, no, when you say that, okay, I'm ready for a Monday, I got this, especially in the morning. If you happen to read or probably listen to Mel Robbins podcast, siya talaga yung laki ng influence din sa akin apart from Tony Robbins. For the past how many months kay Mel Robbins ako nakikinig ng mga podcast. Ang dami kong tip na nakukuha sa podcast niya. Meron siyang ginawang 5-second rule, at saka yung high five, yung mag-high five ka sa salamin. Actually, it was not high five for me before when I did my healing journey. When I started to realize how to actually love myself, I started to look in the mirror. Kasi nung una, parang pag tinitingnan ko yung sarili ko sa mirror, I feel like I don't like what I see. And then after such time na lagi ko siyang ginagawa and try to accept myself kung ano yung nakikita ko sa mirror na yon, it really resonated sa akin noon. And that's how my self-love journey began. And then narinig ko to at napanood ko kay Mel Robbins itong high five, yung high five principle niya. I think there's a book on that. Yeah, I think merong book yan si Mel Robbins wherein every morning pupunta ka sa salamin and then you high five yourself sa salamin. Parang sinasabi niya, you got this. Diba? Parang sa mga games, kunyari football games or volleyball games or sa basketball games, diba? Pagka nakaka-points ka, nag-high five ka because it's really, boosting yung parang excitement mo, yung emotional state mo. Parang it gives you more confidence. Parang mas kakaroon ka ng positive vibes para mas ginaganahan ka, nakakaroon ka ng motivation and inspiration. So that's what the principle of high five is, na hindi ko alam noon when I was doing my healing journey and practicing self-love is, ako naman, ang ginagawa ko naman is that I'm saying, hi A, I love you, hi A, I accept you, hi A, o pwede natin gawin yung mga pimples na yan sa mukha mo, or pwede natin gawin ng paraan yung mga pimples na yan sa mukha mo and all that. So, parang alam mo yun, doon ako nag-start looking myself in front of the mirror. And ba't ko to sinasabi? Because it's important kung ano yung sinasabi mo sa sarili mo. So, when you say that, oh, it's Monday again, you can do it. Oh, are you ready with your presentation on a Monday? So, if di pa nagagawa, gawin natin to, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. So, I really talk to myself most of the time. Noon, kasi pag sinabi nung kinakausap ko yung sarili mo, feeling nila, parang nababalik ko. But actually, it's making sense now that it's important you talk to yourself. No, positive self-talk talaga is key para ikaw ay ma-boost mo yung yung motivation mo or yung inspiration mo or yung vibes mo or confidence mo or yung self-esteem mo. What you tell yourself really plays a huge role and impact sa day mo, sa'yo, sa buhay mo. Okay? So, keep it that way. Positive self-talk. Yung next tip is something na pwede mong gawin. Unless na addict ka na talaga dito. Limit your social media consumptions or even the morning news. No, limit mo yung kasi magti-trigger yun naman yan ng napakadaming brain activities na yan, no? And sometimes it becomes so negative kasi nakukonsume tayo o nag-aaway si ganito o may gulo sa ganyan, may ganito ganyan. So how will you set your Monday morning in a positive way if ang intake or natitake mo or nakukonsume mo sa social media mo is mga negative? Okay, so limit. So for the past 3 weeks, I think hindi ako nakapag-post ng mga videos dito is because nag-practice din ako ng social detox, no, social media detox. It's because parang sobrang napapagod na ako. And I realized na this is not only because I'm really, really tired, no, but because it comes with the age, no. Pag dumarating ka na sa ganitong age na to, parang hindi ka na kasing tawag nito active as before, no. Hindi na ako masyado hindi ako masyado nagkakaroon ng energy to socialize or to go out, no. I just wanna really spend my time sleeping and resting kasi sobrang importante yun kapag tumatanda na tayo. Yung muscle brain natin, no, hindi na siya kasing active ng mga bata-bata pa tayo. So we really have to spend time prioritizing our sleep and then exercise and then eating healthy food. So what I'm trying to say here is that avoid muna natin yung mga distractions na yan sa social media and prepare your Monday morning internally, no. Mas maganda yung piniprepare natin yung sarili natin internally than preparing kung ano yung nasa labas, no, kasi importante yon dahil all throughout the day of your Monday, ang tanging kasama mo lang dyan na magmo-motivate sa iyo is ikaw, no. Maybe you have your bosses, maybe you have the people you work with who can boost your energy, no, pero most of the time ikaw yung mag-encourage sa sarili mo, so you prepare yourself internally and emotionally, mentally by limiting or probably avoiding any social media consumption in the morning during Monday. No, well actually it's a good practice na pagkagising mo huwag mo agad hawakan yung phone mo. Kung pwede mong gawa ng paraan na magkaroon ka na ibang alarm clock, which I really do not encourage to have an alarm clock kasi sino ba naman gusto mag-start ng day na nagulat ka kasi sobrang lakas na ng tunog ng alarm mo. So I truly believe, no, it's also a body clock, no. Kapag nasanay ka na matulog ng ganitong oras, masasanay ka rin magigising ng ganitong oras no matter what. Kahit na nag-party-party ka pa, umuwi ka ng alas 3 sa madaling araw, pero kung yung body clock mo sanay na gumising na alas 5, gigising at gigising ka na alas 5 and you don't need an alarm clock. So I would suggest for you not to be tempted to use your phone as soon as you wake up is ihiwalay mo siya ng ibang place. Lagyan mo siya sa ibang room, sa sala, tago mo sa drawer mo, and then set an alarm clock kung hindi pa ready yung body mo sa kanyang klaseng oras ng pagising mo, so that wala kang temptation to really check your feeds, no, sa social media mo. So that's a good probably practice, no. And I learned that actually hindi ko na lang talaga siya talagang ginawang habit lang, no, but naging automatic na sa akin yung kasi I would really love to have parang lesser time sa screen kasi maghapon magdamag ka nang nakaharap sa computer. So I would love to, you know, wake up in the morning na parang normal lang, iinat-inat ka lang, di ba? Kita mo yung sa labas ng bintana, may mga ibon dyan. Gusto ko yung maging natural lang yung morning at walang mga gadgets na nasa kamay ko to distract me to start my day. Next tip is try to go out. Kung meron man kayong, you know, meron kang time pa in the morning to, you know, lumanghap ka na sariluwang hangin, buksan mo yung bintana mo. Tapos sumilip ka dun sa labas at tingnan mo yung mga ibon dyan, to appreciate and be grateful for the things that you see. Mindfulness is really effective kasi parang you're connected to yourself, you're connected to your soul. So it's important that in the morning that you get to connect to, you know, nature and makita mo yung creation ni God para at least, alam mo yun, you can practice gratefulness in the morning. You start your day with a prayer, you start your day with, you know, counting your blessings and be grateful. And alam mo yung connect to yourself, alam mo nararamdaman mo, ano yung sinasabi ng puso mo during that time, anong iniisip mo, and sometimes meditation would really help you reset your mind and connect to yourself, yung you're so mindful about how you feel, about what your thoughts are, about your body, may masakit ba dyan or what not. So connect with nature. In the morning, have, you know, fresh air, lumahak ka na sa sariwang hangin, lumabas ka ng bahay mo, or magpainit ka. Diba? So, do something like that in the morning para at least you feel so relaxed and ready for the day. The next tip would be something for your mind, no? Imagine na nagpipainting ka sa isang canvas na very white, no? And then, you will be able to create something that you really want to produce. Ganun din yung mindset natin. Start making your Monday as your fresh start. Hindi ito yung kadugsong lang ng kabilang linggo, but it's another brand new week for you to start with. And you create Monday as something na parang canvas na gagawa ka ng mga accomplishments mo, mga highlights mo. And you also get to prepare yourself emotionally and mentally for things na will not work your way. No? Kasi normal naman yun eh. Hindi naman natin dinidisregard na sa lahat ng mga plan na ginagawa natin or even having positive mindset. That doesn't mean na you're no longer parang hindi ka na parang exposed sa negativity or sa failures or sa any event na hindi mo napaghandaan. There will always be times na no matter how you prepare, may mga bagay talaga na hindi ka handa na harapin, no? But then again, what's important there is that you know how to navigate all of these different scenarios sa Monday mo and all throughout the week. So think about Monday as your fresh start. Kasi fresh start naman talaga yon. Nag-break ka na nga ng 2 araw. So, wag mo na idugsong. Maybe, learn something from what happened last week. Alin yung na-accomplish mo last week? Ano hindi mo na-accomplish last week? Bakit mo na-accomplish yun last week? At ano nang pwede mong gawin this week para yung new goal mo is ma-accomplish mo naman. Diba? So, you're able to assess that for the entire week ng Friday. And then, you implement that Monday. But create something on a Monday na magiging highlight mo na. 'Di ba? Ikaw yung magsiset yan. Parang kanina yung sinabi ko, create something that you would like to look forward to on Monday. Ito naman is create something new for a Monday na pwede mong gawing highlight. Ikaw yung magpipaint sa canvas ng Monday mo. And then the last tip would be, do not forget to celebrate your wins at the end of the day. Whether you're working alone, whether you're a team player, whether you're someone who's leading a team, celebrate your accomplishments, no? Huwag mo rin kalimutan na i-celebrate yourself mo for doing such a great job. And celebrate yourself for learning something na sa tingin mo is pwede mo ma-apply sa next day. Kasi, dalawa palagi yan. there's always this win and there's always this opportunity to learn and to make things better for you. So, isali mo siya sa mga kailangan mo i-celebrate kasi at least may natutunan ka doon. Okay? So, if you still feel anxious and parang ayaw mo pang matapos ang weekend mo dahil Monday na naman, think about this. This is another opportunity for you to create new positive things or positive result on a Monday. So, huwag kang matakot sa Monday. Say, hi Monday again. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you're able to learn something from this and I hope you can make a difference really on a Monday. Monday is a new opportunity for us to do better for this week, diba? So let's welcome this because ang opportunity is binibigay sa atin. So sayang, diba, kung hindi natin i-take for our advantage yan to help ourselves and to help the people na we're working with or yung mga kasama mo kung nag-aaral ka man or sa business partners mo kung may business man, diba? So make your Monday the best Mondays or the best days of the week. And you can also do that in any days of the week. Basta wag lang tayong ma-stress kapag dumating yung mga araw na to. Kasi it's a cycle. Diba, hindi natin siya maiiwasan. So, if meron ka pang suggestion, just, feel free to comment below. And if you're new to this page, The Inside Job, by the way, my name is A. I'm a transformational life coach. And if you happen to be new in this podcast, nakita mo tong podcast na to, napadaan to sa feeds mo, please like and subscribe. Ayan. And share it to others who might be needing this kind of content. And if you feel like someone needs to see this, then forward it to them. Please share it with them. Sharing is caring, diba? So please subscribe and hit that subscribe button para you will be notified every time na meron ako new content here sa YouTube. So thank you so much. Have a great Monday.